It's like with each passing week, you just get stronger and stronger, and it gets easier and easier. And if you're moving, if you're walking with each day, it does get easier. It's like your body is now starting to get back into the flow of doing things and healing. You can't be lifting anything crazy. I wouldn't do that. But I would say within those 6 weeks, you can definitely feel the difference as each week progresses. So by the time I was about 2 months, I mean, I was good. I was working out. I was, just getting back to doing normal things, laundry and things like that. With what past the 6 week mark is when you're able to kind of do those simple things that you do around the house. So I also changed my diet. And I spoke about this while I was at the hospital, that I decided to go vegan the day of my surgery is when I decided. And I decided to do this because of the research I was doing on fibroids. And they mostly pin it to the reason why they develop is because of your diet and what you're eating. And I had became vegetarian back in September of 2018. So I had given up meat already. That wasn't the issue. I had already been telling myself that I wanted to give up meat for a while, so that's why I switched to being a vegetarian in September 2019. But when I found out I was going to get this surgery, and of course he had to let me know that they can grow back. This may not be a permanent thing. The relief from the fibroids, they could definitely come back. Something in my mind was like, listen, you dealt with this for 7 years. I don't want to jeopardize having to go back and deal with that again. What do I have to do to try to prevent them from growing back? Since I did decide to keep my uterus, So I've been reading that, being vegan was the best option because a lot of, the foods that we eat have, hormones and things that are not good for your body anyway, and they just help these fibroids form within your uterus. Being vegan was the best option, and it's not bad. At this point, I'm used to it. I don't crave anything really, to be honest with you, because my mind and my body have been trained to eat this way. But I will say at the beginning, dairy was my vice. Like, I love cheese. I loved, ice cream. I have a sweet tooth, so it was like the dairy part of it was the hardest to let go. And when you make these types of decisions to change your diet, you can't really be so hard on yourself. You are going to slip and make a mistake and eat something you probably shouldn't be eating. But if I did, I did. And then I just got back on track again and, started to take that out of my diet, But I never dabbled back into meat. I definitely haven't had meat since last year, September. But I have dabbled with the dairy, a piece of cheese here or an ice cream here. But if I do, I try not to overindulge in it and stay in it. When you decide to change your diet and your mindset, that's kind of the road you have to go on. It's kind of like a teeter-totter, kind of like you're like, okay, I made a mistake, but I'm still not going to slip all the way back into going back into my old habits. No, let me get back on track and correct what I did wrong, so to speak. So that's what's been happening these past couple of months. I feel 10 times, 100 times better. Even with the diet, I feel much better. I don't feel as sluggish. I feel more energetic. I have more energy. Like I said, I've been working out. I haven't been working out on my core. And not that I can't work out on my core. I've done a couple sets of sit-ups, but it just, I don't know. At this point, my uterus feels, she doesn't feel like she's hurting or anything like that. She just feels tender. Like in some instances when I sneeze and it's a big hard sneeze and I clench my abdominal, you know, area too hard or too fast, I can feel that sensitivity within my uterus. Like it's healing, but you can tell it's not fully healed. I mean, it's only been 4 months, you know? Healing with your uterus or with any surgery, I feel like takes a good year for your body to feel like 110% back to where you were before. So I'm not there yet. I want to say I'm at like a good 70%, but it doesn't feel like my uterus is fully good. You know, I still have to be a little careful with things like that. Like even when I get up too quickly, even when I stand up too quickly, or I do something really fast without even thinking, and I pull my abdominal, the area the wrong way, I do feel, you know, that little tenderness, that little soreness. But other than that, it's fine. I'm not in constant pain or anything. It's just those little instances where you forget that you had surgery, basically. You forget that you got cut up this year and you're like moving and doing a whole bunch of things, and your body has to let you know, look, I am still healing, so slow down, you know? Other than that, everything has been great. Like I said, changing my diet and having these fibroids removed, I feel 100 times better. That pain that was in my arm is gone. The pins and needles that was in my feet, my legs, is gone. As far as back pain, I don't have back pain from the fibroids. There's a difference. The back pain from the fibroids, I felt like was a constant, all day long pinging pain in my back, and it was on the sides of my back, my lower back, like on the sides, like where my hips start. The back pain I'm experiencing now, I feel like is a normal back pain. I don't even know if that makes sense, but if you have children, you are gonna have back pain. I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like once you have a child, you're just gonna now have this constant back pain, especially if you had C-sections. And that is because I believe, well, I got 2 spinals with each, I got a spinal with each one of my C-sections. It's kind of like a epidural, but you get a spinal if you're going to have the surgery, if you're going to have a C-section. You get an epidural if you're going to deliver the baby, if you're going to deliver the baby naturally. So I had 2 spinals. So within that middle lower part of my back, there's like this pain, and it comes here and there. It's not a constant pain, but like when I'm overdoing it or overexerting myself, I do feel that pain. And I've never contributed that pain to fibroids, because like I said, it's a completely different pain when you have fibroids, or if you're experiencing just lower back pain from being a mom, having children, carrying children. It's kind of like that lower part of your body just never really recovers the way it used to. And you're kind of stuck in that limbo of that pain. But other than that, there is an immediate difference. And like even pressing my abdominal area, it doesn't hurt or anything. And it used to be so sore when those fibroids went in there. Like anybody would even touch that area, I would feel like, don't touch that. I'm in so much pain. And I don't feel that anymore. It just feels empty. I wasn't expecting, to be honest with you, is to still be as pudgy as I am. It's not like I was having, lipo or a tummy tuck or anything, but I knew that my uterus would shrink. But I don't know why I thought it would shrink as drastically as I thought it would. It shrunk, don't get me wrong, my stomach went down, but it hasn't gone down as much as I would like it to. So again, I'm still in the healing process, so I shouldn't be so hard on myself about it, but it does bother me. And still looking pregnant, to be honest with you, but I am. And I guess from dealing with it for so long, and then you get the surgery, and then you just expect, like, okay, now can my stomach go down? Can I not look pregnant? Can people stop accusing me of being pregnant and I'm not pregnant? I just had fibroids. That within my mind is still bothering me. But I need to give it more time. I feel like I need to definitely work on my core, because I don't want to get a surgery to flatten my stomach. I mean, that would be the quick and easy thing to do, and I'm sure a lot of people do that. But I just honestly am done with having surgeries unless it's absolutely necessary. But as far as me having an elective surgery again, I don't think I'm willing to do that. But I really just want to naturally lose, the extra skin here that's left in my stomach area from working out and eating right. But like I said, I haven't been working on my core as hard as I know I should or need to get it to go down. So I'm just gonna wait, just do the best that I can, work out, doing other things except working on my core, and we'll just have to go from there. But I will go ahead and show you what my stomach looks like at this point. It's why I wore the same dress that you probably will see in my fibroid video when I started the journey. Like the day before my surgery, I believe I wore the same dress, so you can get an idea of what I'm looking like from my before and my now. Okay, so this is my front area of what I'm looking like right now. Here's the side. Here is the other side. So as you can see, it's just this amount of jiggly skin. It's just really what it is. It's just all this extra skin now. And my stomach wasn't this jiggly before the surgery. So you can see this is all that I need to, work on getting out. It's extremely soft. And before, when I did this, my stomach was hard. So that's how I know it went down. It's just, like I said, it's not to the point where I'm extremely happy. I feel like I still look pregnant, or maybe I look like I just had a baby. I don't know, but it still does bother me at this point. So I'm going to have to work on that. It is, my stomach is wrinkly. I'm not going to show you what it looks like, all wrinkled, but it is a wrinkled look to my belly. So that's also how I know that it shrunk down after the surgery. So without showing you too much, this is what my incision is looking like at this point. As you can see, it is like raised, which I'm hoping as it progresses and heals even more, it goes down. You can see where I have the little dots. That's where the staples were. So that is what it's looking like at this point in my healing process. There's like a little skip here with the line, because right here I feel like it healed really good, except for this little dip or this little hole area. I was doing too much one day and I pulled this area and it just decided to heal and sink in because I ripped it a little bit. So don't be like me. Take your time and get back into doing things. But that is what it's looking like at this point in my journey. So that is pretty much it for my 4-month post-operation update of my myomectomy. I hope you all enjoyed this video and I thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye guys.